When people think about branding, they normally think about logos and fonts and colors. But that's not at all what a brand is. My favorite branding explanation is this. Your brand is what other people say about you when you're not around. So what might people say about you? You can go out there and literally ask them. You can ask your parents in your studio, your students, people who know a bit about your business. What words would come to mind? What adjectives would they use for your studio? You can ask them, or you can just try and guess what would they think, or try to look at it from an outside perspective. Look at your website, look at any materials you have for marketing and say, what would come to mind if people didn't know me? What would they think I was all about? Not just piano or music, but what type of lessons would they expect? Now have a think. What would you want them to say about you? What do you wish they were saying when you're not there? Let's say a parent is picking up their child from your studio and they happen to have their friend who's also a parent in the car because they're going somewhere together later. When they pick up their child and come back to the car, what would you want them to say about lessons with you? What would you want the child to say to this friend of the family? Would you want them to say, oh, the lessons are so much fun. They're really supportive of our practice. They're helping us to achieve things in competitions. I mean, what would you want them to say? What adjectives should they use? Fun? Creative? High achieving? It could be anything and it's unique to you. But do you think that's lining up with what they actually would say about you? All of this needs to be reflected in those things we think of as branding. Your website, the choices of fonts and colors, and the general style. So think about what it is you want to convey: high achieving, focused and classical, or fun and playful and creative, or any other collection of adjectives. I like at least 3 most of the time because it gives a better picture. And think about, does my branding, does what I'm putting out there on my website, on my social media, but also in person, in your actual studio space, wherever you teach, even if it's the corner of your living room, does it convey the style of lessons that you want it to convey? Now that's all the floofiness and that's going to take you some time to think through. But I also want you to keep a few things in mind. So if you know a lot about design, feel free to ignore me here, okay? This advice is meant for the general public who likes to dabble in Canva, but maybe you're not trained in design or you don't have a special interest in design. So if that's the case, I've got 3 rules for you. Number 1, maximum 3 colors on your website or your brochure or your leaflet or whatever it is you're doing. Maximum 3 colors, please. Again, if you know what you're doing, fine, use all the colors of the rainbow, I don't care. But in general, if you don't, simple is better. So maximum 3 colors and maximum 2 fonts. Yes, 2, that's it. Please no more than 2. And again, unless you're really confident, let's just avoid all handwriting style fonts. Final rule, in most of your marketing, there should be smiling, happy students, or achieving students, or whatever your equivalent is. You should see kids, adults, whoever it is you're teaching primarily, in that material, a photo of them doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing in your studio. And for most cases, the parents want to see a happy kid at the piano. So those 3 rules can actually take you pretty far. It doesn't have to be complicated, just keep it super simple. And if you want more tips about marketing, watch this video next.